music to get to? And then what is your plan once you are where you want to be in the music game?
That's a good question. Where I want to get to with this music, I want to plateau at a level where I'm able to not want anything. My kids are able to not want anything. My parents, my grandparents, I want them to be able to be comfortable, not have to work, and I want to be able to give back. That's my goal once I get there. Giving back has always been a big part of me. Helping others has always been a big part of me. I ain't gonna say I'm built on integrity, but I'm very strong in the belief of it, doing the right thing when no one's looking. So it's like, no one's looking at me right now, and I'm gonna keep trying to do. I've been continuing to try to do the right thing. So, like you said, man, God bless people that do the right thing when no one's looking. If I keep doing this and following this pattern, man, possibilities are limitless at this point, man.
Yeah, and one message for you: no matter where you go and you navigate through this, because it's the bullshit will come. And I like to always make sure everybody know, like, don't let nobody disrespect your blackness. My number one thing be like, if a motherfucker do some shit that my grandmother will be ashamed of me for letting slide, then I cannot let that shit slide. That's the way I level shit out for me. Like, when it come to like any type of bullshit, I ain't even gonna say racial bullshit, just bullshit in general. Cannot disrespect my blackness, and I put it on the granny scale. If my mother and my grandmother would not respect this and they would look at me funny for letting this ride, I can't let it ride.
That's a good thing, man. I'm glad you brought up grandma too, man, because that's another big reason why I continue to do this, man. A lot of my music and a lot of my videos you might see Do It for GMM on there. I lost my grandmother January 3rd, 2018, man. She was sick. She got real sick late in the year. And, you know, she stayed in Mississippi. And it felt weird, man, because I usually talk to her at least, you know, a couple times out the week, maybe 2-3 times. And the calls just stopped coming, stopped getting answered. And my mother was taking a lot of trips back and forth. And I never really got, you know, a big response on anything I would ever ask about it. So I really was wondering what was going on, and come to find out she was dying, bro. And she got a chance to hear a lot of my music, and she loved it. And she told me, you know, if this is your dream, why would you quit? Why would you quit? And those are kind of the words that stuck with me. When she come to me in my dreams, they always there. It's just sentimental shit like that that make a nigga want to say, even on my worst days, like, people got it worse than me, why stop now, you know? Yeah. So rest in peace, GMM. Do it for GMM forever, man. That's like one of my biggest.
Yeah, and that's gonna stay in your heart. That's how you know you're moving right. You feel me? Like, you got that presence in you, man. Like, what can you do but be a good person? Like, I never known you to be a bad person. There's probably some women out here that probably don't like you, but
oh man, hey, that's a whole episode right there. If you want to go, there. We can really how much time you got? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. But
you're charming, man. You're a charmer.
You used to call me that shit all the time, man. I ain't gonna go into it, but let's just say I definitely learned from trial and error when it come to that. I definitely learned from trial and error.
I'll tell you this. I'm 31 now, and I'm learning how to deal with relationships, because that shit is hard for me. So
hey, you actually ahead of some niggas I know. Believe that.
I'm trying. Like, I be trying. I might fuck up, but I know that I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you try to be better, it's cool. But you are a charismatic dude. So like, people be drawn to you. You're a charismatic dude. I know how that shit goes. So like, people be drawn to you, man. And like, the ladies be drawn to you. And like, hey. I respect this about who you are. I respect this about who you are. You are who you are, for one.
Yeah, and, my God.
Like, you are a respectable man. And then you're also like you just like a cool dude on the flip side, though. You feel me? And I think that's why your music's so cool. I think that's why people gravitate towards you and shit like that. Like, you're a cool dude, man.
I try to be, man. The thing is, like, I take that back, actually. I don't try to be like I really just let it flow. I be myself. I engage in what engages in me. So if someone comes to me with a conversation that I never even met before, I really just read the person off the conversation. The best talkers, the best answerers are the best listeners. You let somebody sit there and tell you everything they want to tell you, you get everything absorbed in your brain, then you get that response.
Yeah.
That's one problem I had before. I was never good at listening. I'd always be ready to talk. Now you know that about me. You know that about. I'm always ready to talk. Now I'm really learning how to sit back, absorb what people are telling me, take the dialect and turn it around in my brain and see where it's at up there, and then get them feedback. And
yeah.
I'm getting better.
You gotta be selective with them conversations. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I was gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. But yeah, back to the conversation about the women and shit. I had an ex that actually put a very big dent in my car about 5-6 years ago, and yeah, I just stopped getting the checks from that last year. So yeah, I definitely took that as. Oh yeah, I had to take that ass to court, man. I'm sorry, but I need all my coins. Yeah, I needed my coins, man. I ain't want to, but
I know a couple niggas that would have been like, Tata, get the pepper spray.
hey, hey, man.
I'm about to make
they help me grow, man. Every pain, every injury, everything has helped me grow, man. Speaking on injury, that's another thing that made me really sit down and realize who I was and what I. One day I was
real athlete injuries, man. Like you get paid for
man. That's what I wish I would have never thought I was an athlete that day, bro. April 22nd, 2016 was the day. April 22nd, 2016. I was at the gym about 2 hours before I had to be at work, man. I was making music. I was deep into the music game, playing against my fat boy, Kyle Allman. We in the gym going at it, man. Last point of the game, no bullshit to you. I go up for a jump shot. I'm thinking I'm Kobe fucking Bryant, RIP, man. I go up for a jump shot. All I hear it before I feel it. It's like, thunder, lightning. You hear it before you see it. So I'm like, what the fuck was that? Nigga, I sit down, start feeling all types of throbbing in my ankle. So now I try to stand up. I'm like, maybe I just sprained my ankle. I go to a doctor, bro. Literally the next day, sir, you're walking. You have a torn Achilles. Completely ruptured. What the fuck? What you mean completely ruptured, bro? I gotta go to work. I got, my daughter, she's like 3 months old. I got shit to do. And he talking about, oh, sir, you're gonna be down for at least 3 months, and that's including recovery. So, I'm getting another thing, bro, bullshit with insurance. Everybody that's listening to this right now can attest to this. They've all had a problem with their insurance as far as medical goes, man. So I'm literally down a whole month and a half due to the fact that they won't approve my MRI, man.
What the fuck?
Yes, this is pre-surgery. So once I finally get the MRI, it's almost healed. No shit. So they go in, re-tear it, repair it. It's another stepping stone, man. But that definitely helped me with patience. I learned how to be a patient person, a patient man, a patient father. I couldn't walk on my own, man. The meds they had me on had me looking like a zombie. And that's when I really wanted to quit music. That's where I really felt at my lowest. I'm sitting there smoking every day till I'm broke. My daughter sitting there crying. My parents, my girl, they all doing their own thing. My siblings doing their own thing. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is my purpose now, man? I'm a crippled ass nigga with nothing to do, man. No, like, I still had the job, but no work, no money, no income. Music, man. I got my ass in there. I started writing. I started trying to play with my voice and shit and see what type of, baritones I could hit at that point. And that's when that melody really started to take off, man, when I tore my Achilles. So it was really a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it was supposed to happen. Yeah.
Like you said, it's a plan for everything, bro.
Yeah, I didn't used to believe it, but I swear once I started to believe that, like, just it's already written and it's written in ink. There's nothing you could do about it. Every single thing. You just have to be prepared for, like, the good and the bad. I'll just be happy. Like, I got my good days where shit pissed me off, but, like, life, bro, I'm happy. This shit's cool.
That's one thing. I never seen you, like, except for that one time you was about to whoop that nigga ass. I'm trying to think who was that? You was about to fuck some nigga up at the job, bro. I can't think of who that was.
Was it Mike? Because it
might have been Mike.
I sat outside and I was gonna follow him home. I'll go to
that was back when you had them filter tip miles, nigga. You was in that bitch ready, bro.
If you smoking the filter tip mile, you ready to go to jail anyway. So You feel me? I was with the shit.
I was in them with you though. Don't
I was out there. He's like, bro, what is you doing? I'm like, I'm waiting for this dude to get off work. Shit, blah 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 blah. He like, man, if you don't get the fuck out there, bro. He came to the job and made sure that I left.
That's a real homie. That's a real homie.
Yeah,
you kept your ass out of jail that night.
They know if the wheels get turning, I'm gonna be highly upset about some shit. And my homies know, like, all right, this is what we gotta do. You just have to be out of whatever situation you in right now. So let's get him out of this before we all go to jail for being accomplices.
And what's so fucked up is you got people out here that will really just want to see that happen. People that claim to be friends that really want to see that happen, want to see you fuck somebody up and fuck your life up. But then, like you said, you got those genuine ones who really pull you aside and smack you and tell you, stop doing this dumb shit. And I definitely I'm appreciative of the friends I have like that, man, including you, bro.
Absolutely. Gotta be. You gotta appreciate good people in your life, no matter where they come from, no matter how like when they pop in and out. It's like as long as it's genuine. My OG had told me, and like that goes to what you just said about like just people that want to see you fall. He said it on one of the episodes. He said, hey, people are willing to be a pawn on your chessboard just to get you the fuck out of the game. And like once he said that to me, I realized what was going on with some of the people that I had around me and why I felt weird about certain stuff. He was like, you just have to realize that, like, no matter what it is, people think that the queen is the most powerful piece on the board, and she's not. The king is, because he don't have to do shit. That's why he's the most powerful. You want to take the king. To win the game, you have to take the king. That's the most powerful piece on the board because it controls everything. No matter how you think about it.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, so he's like, and there's people that's willing to be pawns just to make sure that you get took out. And I was like, oh, man, that shit blew my mind.
Hell yeah, man. And that's another thing I had to learn with this music business, man. It's a lot of snakes in it, man. It's a lot of people who want to see, who really want to take your, I don't want to call it drip because that's what these young niggas calling this shit now. I call it style. Who really, there's a lot of people out here that want to take people's style, man. I'm one of the people where it's like, I take bits and pieces from what I'm used to hearing. Like, nigga, I like Jagged Edge. I incorporate them in my music. And a lot of people wouldn't even think that. But, you know, it's just an example of what I love. Like,
a lot of people that shit outside girls' houses in the projects, nigga. Me and all my friends, we used to Jagged Edge. I was lead, too.
Man.